We're on the main login page, and we're going to sign into the application. We land on where all our forms are at. We have 3 different departments, and each department has forms underneath that are specific to their department. If we want to create a new department or create a new form, we go to the Settings tab, and we go to the Form Configuration. We're on the Forms Configuration page, and like most pages, there's a Help button. We click on that, it gives us a nice overview of the forms. We have the form group or the department name, the form number, the form description, and again, all of these forms belong to this department. Close this and look at one of the forms. Each form will have a form description, it'll have an email that's going to be sent to when it is completed, and also text with the attachment. If we want to look at the form itself, we can go into Configure the Form. We're now on the Configuration Forms page, and again there's a Help button. We'll click on that Help button, and it gives you a PDF form template layout. You have your form heading, you have your header, your form body, and then your footer. I would suggest screenshotting this and printing this out. As you build your form, it'll give you an idea of how you're laying it out. When we close that, we take a quick look. We see there's a header section, there's a body section. In that body section we have different groups. This is a medical group, an AED, monitor inventory group, and so on and so forth. And then we have our footer section down here. Within each one of these groups we can see that they have a section heading, and then they have a field label, what type of input, if it's a drop down, whether it's required, and then if you want to remove this. This is just an overview, but we'll go into detail in a few minutes about each one of these fields and how they act with your application. As just a quick demonstration, you can see here on the right we have our section heading as medical equipment, and then on the left we see medical equipment here. And underneath we have our fields: trauma box, oxygen bag, portable suction, and they are over here: trauma box, O2 bag, and portable suction. And these are our drop downs, which are demonstrated here. Just a quick view of what you're looking at in the form configuration and how it actually ends up looking like on your form. We're back on our main landing page, and we're just showing the departments. We can use our drop-down arrows to show the forms underneath the departments. What we're going to do next is we're going to create a new department to add some new forms to. We go to the Settings page, to the Form Configuration, and then we'll scroll down to the bottom. We're going to add new department. It's going to ask for department ID. And then we can add a better description here at the bottom. We're going to save that. And as always, we're going to log out and log back in to see our changes. We can see here now we have a training department which we can add new forms to. We've just created our training department, and now we're going to add a new form. We go to Settings, Form Configuration, and we look for our department. Our department is right here. We're going to add a new form by clicking on this button. We're going to add a new form, OFD123. We try to stay consistent with how we name the forms. Click Create. We have our new form. We're going to put a test form, and then we're going to add our email address. And then any type of message we want with our email. Once we do that, we're going to save our work. We're going to log out, log back in, and the changes have taken effect. Going back into our settings, form configuration, we can go into our training form. We're going to configure the template. Now we're at the back side of the form. We can enter a form title. If I can type. We have our header section here, our body section, and our footer section. And again, you click the help button, you can see our headers here, our bodies here, and the footers here. We can have a section or multiple sections in our form. They help compartmentalize your data and make it a little bit easier on your user filling it out. We have our header here, our body here. We can make a new body section. Body section 1. We want to add a new label. We can put here, enter text as a question. Change our here. We can have a text box or we can have a combo box. For this, we're going to choose a text box. You see the drop-down list goes away if we make this required. Then we can add a new field. Choose combo. Then we choose which combo we want. We can make a new combo box if we want, and we'll cover that in the next video. For this, we're going to use the yes and no combo and also make that required. If we want to make this another body section, we can do that here. And then we can add more questions with that. So we're going ahead and save our work. We're going to log out. We're going to log back in to view our changes. We can look at our form now, and you can see we have body 1 with our 2 questions, and we have body section 2 with that 1 question. And that's how you create a new form. The last thing we're going to cover is how to create a new drop-down choice for your form. You go to Settings, Drop-down List Configuration, and here you can see the different combo boxes that we have. We have our SCBA type, the stations, and the yes and no. We're going to create a new option for a drop-down. Come here to the bottom, create new option. I'm going to name that Units. Click your plus sign here, put in your unit, add an additional one, one final choice, and as always we're going to save our work. It's giving you a warning here to make sure that if you created drop downs in your forms that it could cause a problem. This is new, we have not used it before, so this is not a problem. Go ahead and log out. We will log back in. And we'll go back to our testing form here. We'll go to our settings, form configuration, and we'll find our training testing form, which is right here. We'll go to configure the form template. If you recall, we made 2 sections. I'm going to add a new field here. We're going to call this unit. We're going to check that it's a combo box. And now we check, we can now see we have the one we just created for our choice for units. I'm going to save our work, log out, log back in, and we go to our form. We'll now see our units here. We have the choices we just created.